Hello there, everybody. This is King Mac, your friendly hamburger pal. Welcome to this feature presentation on YouTube. Be sure to enjoy a hot, fresh cheeseburger along with some delicious golden French fries, a tasty milkshake, and a nice soft drink. Thank you all for watching, and now sit back and relax and enjoy as Tony here brings you our feature presentation of TTBurger game reviews.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching TTBurger game reviews here on YouTube, and I'm your host Tony, bringing you more game reviews here on the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and more. And today we are back with our regularly schedule for reviews here after ending Female Protagonist Gaming Month. It was definitely a fun month, and definitely we'll have another one like that in the future, and we will definitely see Trixie return in future episodes as well. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Freaking HD and SubZeroMNX for the work for King Mac. For the good work, you guys are awesome. And I also want to give a shout out to everyone who has supported this channel, and I also want to give a shout out to Sadet the Lamia, Brickersville Stateside, Megs, and Black Healer, and more. If it weren't for the support you guys give me, this channel wouldn't be as big as it is today. So I have at the bottom of my heart, I thank you all. And I hope you all doing well. Just feel free to stay tuned, there's just more content coming. And today we're going to talk about a ninja franchise that started off on the Sega, on the Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, and the arcade and stuff like that. We're going to talk about the Shinobi franchise. Now, as a kid, I didn't really own a Sega console, so I never really got into the Shinobi franchise or anything like that. But then, on Christmas Eve of the year 2002, my cousin told me that he had about this game called Shinobi for the PlayStation 2. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. It was a fun-filled, hard-ass series stuff from what I can hear my doing. It was very, very difficult and challenging stuff. So that's what brings us to where we are today. We're going to talk about this will be a two-part series here. We're going to talk about the Shinobi franchise, with part 1 being Shinobi, and part 2 we're going to look at Nightshade, the sequel to Shinobi, where we play as a different character and stuff. And we got a lot to talk about here, so we're ready with some ninja action here in the game Shinobi for the PlayStation 2. Exclusively released on November 10th, 2002. This game was supposed to be released on the Sega Dreamcast, but due to the discontinuation of the console, they decided to scrap it for the Dreamcast and put it on the PlayStation 2. So it was a good idea for sure. Let's get started here. Shinobi is a fun game. Intense high-speed action and bloody as hell is what we got as Shinobi. This is an action beat-em-up, hack-and-slash game to be exact, and a fun one with a difficulty challenge that will prove to be tough for experienced players for beat-em-ups and more. If you played previous Shinobi games, like on the Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, and the arcade stuff like that, then you'll be in for a treat here for those who want some new intense action series and stuff. This is the way to go for sure. Shinobi is not a game that holds your hand. It's one of those games that are for hardcore gamers in mind, like how Ninja Gaiden was on the Xbox and stuff like that and everything. It's one of those type of games. To me, this was the PS2's Ninja Gaiden stuff. And they deliver well, better than Ninja Gaiden on the Xbox and stuff, definitely. So we're gonna get started here and stuff. We have some problems with this game, but you know, it's not gonna be that many. We're gonna get a low score here. But I'll tell you this game does not hold your hand. You can think what you do to get to the next level. So let's get started here. I already mentioned that this game was already supposed to be released on the Dreamcast, but due to the discontinuation of the console, they had to scrap that and put it on the PS2 instead. It was a good idea for sure. But now let's get started here. The story of Shinobi puts you in the role of Hotsuma, the leader of the Oboro clan. He is haunted by the death of his brother and mentor and teacher, and is filled with rage. As Hotsuma, you battle through the demon streets of Tokyo. With your sword in hand, slay down these demons and search for answers to the death of Hotsuma's brother and more whatever's going on in the streets of Tokyo. Along Hotsuma's journey, his soul becomes obsessed with an evil sword called Akujiki, where his friend Ageha tells him to feed the sword with souls of the possessed fighters he defeats, or else the evil sword will consume him. As a shinobi, you can, as a ninja to be exact, you do all the basic stuff that a ninja or shinobi can do. You can run on walls, you can do flips, you can throw shurikens and mastering your ninja magic and slashing your enemies with your sword and more. The story was good, I like the story there. It's definitely nothing top-notch, not like Metal Gear Solid stuff, nor does it need to, but it's a story that moves the game along, and I like that for sure. The presentation of Shinobi, the graphics are definitely awesome, taking advantage of PlayStation 2's hardware capabilities. Shinobi was definitely one of the best looking games for the year 2002. The character model, especially Hotsuma, look very detailed and animated really well, even though Hotsuma has a scarf around his face and a lot of stuff that it still looks really detailed as well. It looks like a modern video game there, stared with the graphics. The levels are huge and linear at the same time, and they work really well, giving you time to explore and find secrets, and health items and more. And there are secrets that can improve your rank and everything like that and stuff, so definitely come in handy when trying to find all the secrets. The gore is top notch. When you cut the enemies in half and see blood splatter everywhere, it is great time definitely. The frame rate is smooth, no dips at all in the frame rate, so the frame rate definitely is definitely awesome there. The cutscenes are fantastically pre-rendered and still hold up to this day. The only problem is the lip syncing is not very good. Overall, great graphics. The sound of Shinobi is good sound, but not the best. The voice acting is in English and Japanese, and usually for games like this that are made by Sega or stuff that have Japanese audio, I would put it in the Japanese. But I kept it in English because the lip syncing matched up more to the English than the Japanese. And I knew that was the case since this game was first released in North America before it was released in Japan, so I had a feeling that was the case. This time the English voice acting is better than the Japanese by a little bit, but they're still good, but I kept it in English due to the lip syncing. And that's just me though. The music was good, some of the tracks though, not that good, but the good ones are memorable for sure. The sound overall in Shinobi was good for sure. The gameplay of Shinobi is intense action with a high difficulty. Shinobi, like I mentioned, is intense, with a big difficulty where you have the challenge factor where it's challenging and tough, so where there'll be times where you'll either rage, quit, or keep trying till you master it. And I will admit, I suck at this game. I got as far as I could, but in the end I tried my best no matter what. What I enjoy about Shinobi is the intense, fast-paced action that never gets dull. It always feels like shit is going to happen, like, uh-oh, what do I do? When the ways that enemies attack you and prevent you from going further in the level, it's like, oh my god, what do I do? You must be on your feet. How to plan out to get to the end of the level, thinking about what to do, because all these possess demons because they are strong and tough. They are not wimps, they will defend themselves, especially the ones with armor. And there is a variety in the enemies too. You got like these like, they possess demon ninjas, or like these dogs with armor on them or something like that, or so, or like yeah, you fight tanks too, that they're like demon possessed tanks, which definitely they remind you of the zombie tanks and zombie helicopters or so for Devil May Cry 2, and that's not a bad thing. And you also have the ability to like this dash that can make you go faster, or so a dash to help you jump farther, go out farther to reach platforms that are too far. And running on the walls and walking on the walls is fun too, and the special abilities are definitely awesome. The controls take some time to get used to, especially when the X button is the dash button and circle jumps. You also have these ninja magic skills, 3 different ones that are actually powerful, come in handy with the boss fights. These boss fights are a challenge, so be sure to do whatever you can to dodge their attacks in the best way possible. Shinobi is definitely a go-to ninja beat-em-up hack and slash game that should not be overlooked. But we got those negatives that we have to talk about. Ninja negatives, we'll say. Shinobi can be challenging, yes, but sometimes a little too difficult where you'll be restarting the game and dying a lot and stuff. If you do not like dying in games, this game is not for you. You cannot block at all in this game. This is a challenging game here where the enemies can take you down in no time. You can't defend yourself at all. Why? Who knows? Maybe it's because of the special abilities you have or something, I don't know. Only 8 levels and stuff, and while they're long levels and they're broken up in like 2 parts of the level, there's only 8 levels altogether. The camera is not the best and feels a little too loose and wobbly and gets stuck behind walls and buildings and stuff like that. And some of the enemies are super tough and can drain your health in a matter of seconds, like those dogs with armor on them. You have to hit them at the right time. If you don't, you're just gonna just keeping yourself killed, and the shurikens won't help you either and stuff. So you gotta think out there. And you could use your ninja magic skill or one of the ninja magic skills, but I'd rather you save them for the boss fights or so. My main complaint about Shinobi, no checkpoint system. When you die, you go all the way back to the beginning of the level unless you get into a boss fight where it gives you the option to start back up at the boss fight when you die. So that's a good thing there, but still, some of these levels are pretty long and there's no checkpoint system. And even if you accidentally hit the retry button in the pause menu, you still do that too. And it can be very frustrating because you'll lose if you have like more than 1 ninja skills. You carry like 3 of them at most. If you have 2 of them and you die, and you still have 2 of them, you only get 1. So yeah, that can be a little frustrating there. But still a great game overall. Final thoughts, if you like some ninja action stuff, and you want to play as like a Shinobi or Ninja, Shinobi here by Sega is definitely the way to go for sure. I give it an 8 out of 10 because of the problems I had with it, but it's still a game that should not be overlooked if you definitely want some ninja action for sure. And that's it for episode 239, part 1 and 2 of my Shinobi series review. Stay tuned for the final part. We're going to look at the game Nightshade. We played a brand new character that's seen from the Shinobi franchise there. And how does this game fare from Shinobi? It's a final night. That's all I gotta say. This is Tony. Peace out. Have a great day, and stay tuned for my review of Nightshade exclusive to the PlayStation 2. Take care, everybody, and keep ninja along.